amor, soy un idiota. Y he sufrido mil derrotas y no tengo para cómo defenderme. Y es así. Todo fue así. Todo fue por ella. Anyways, guys, that is a salsa song that I like. I absolutely love it. I don't know why, but it's about this guy that gets heartbroken, and my favorite lyrics or the lyric is like, porque yo en el amor soy un idiota. It's funny because who cannot relate to that? And anyways, I always dance to this song. But welcome back to another video. My previous video, I spoke about how God gave me the miracle of my daughter attending Chapman University. And I have to tell you something that I left out. So you know how powerful God is when it comes to giving you miracles. So basically, he did say that she was going to get admitted to whatever college she applied, and one of the colleges that she applied for was another one that the percentage of getting in is very low. It is Pepperdine in Malibu. She got accepted to Pepperdine in Malibu. Todo fue así, todo fue por ella. Yes, guys. So I'm giving all the glory to God. So anyways, just wanted to let you guys know that she also got into that school, but we already made our decision, so she's going to be going. So anyways, prior to that miracle that God gave us this year, there was another miracle that happened to me, and I've been meaning to record it, but I was too excited about the whole university news that it just, went over my head. So I wanted to tell you how I got my Apple Watch, and that's why I named it Apple Watch. So when the Apple Watch came out, I never showed interest in buying one. It was just not my thing. And the thing is that I'm the type of person that if I have a phone that I can call, I can hear music. I'm very basic. Like, I don't mind. I'm not the type of person that's gonna go out and say, oh, you know what, the new XR phone came out, I gotta go get it, like I need it now. Like, that's not me. It never has been me. And so I was watching a prophet last year around Christmas time, or around that time, I was watching her, and I noticed that she had, her Apple Watch, and since I didn't really care for it, I didn't know that they had the bands for the Apple Watches, that some of them are like bling bling, with the diamonds and stuff. And I was looking at her watch, I was like, damn, that looks professional. That looks like I'm the boss, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't play with me, you know? I don't know, it just looked really nice on her, and I was like, ooh, that's nice. And I was just like, oh, okay, And I started saying, yeah, I wouldn't want to just splurge on an Apple Watch. I really don't care for it. But I was like, but it would, it would be nice. And I was just like, And I just loved the way it looked on her. So anyways, then, and mind you, again, I didn't care. It's been years since the Apple Watch came out, and I didn't care for it. So then 2 weeks later passed by. I forgot about it. I saw the Apple Watch. I wasn't thinking about it. So then I'm at the grocery store, and there is this lady who is paying. She put in her card, and again, my eyes went to the Apple Watch, and I was like, okay, why all of a sudden I'm noticing the Apple Watches? Like, what is going on? Okay, so when something's in my face and I don't even think about it, because that's how God's going to communicate to you. When you're not even thinking about an individual and all of a sudden you have a dream about him or her, God's trying to get your attention. Okay. So the way that I can tell when God is communicating to me is when I'm not even thinking about that person. And if I am thinking about that person and I dream about it, I question it because I was like, okay, I was thinking about it. So that's why I had that dream. So that's a key point when out of nowhere people just pop in your dreams and you're like, whoa, 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 what are you doing here? I was not even thinking about you. Like, I don't even care what you're up to. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, that happened. And so then it was in my face. And I was like, oh, oh, oh. Then it clicked to me. I was like, God, are you going to give me an Apple Watch? You're going to give me an Apple Watch. And I was like, no, no. I was like, no, because like I said, I wouldn't spend on it. I was like, I don't really need it. Like, I can buy something, I could waste it on food or something. So then I was like, okay, whatever. So time goes on. And then um, I receive an email around January of this year from a coworker, or not the coworker, sorry, the CEO of the company, and he said, "Hey Denise, I just want to give you a little something because 2020 was a tough year, blah 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 blah, and so we want to just give you a tough gift." But before that, usually, when he came into he's a new CEO, so he's only been there with the company 2 years. He gave all the assistants, gifts. So I knew that him giving me a gift, it had to do with IT. Okay, no, and don't think I'm sleeping with the CEO because everybody, as soon as they see a good looking woman, they're like, oh, she's sleeping with the CEO. No, okay, no. Like, I'm very professional. Like, don't play with me at work. People know, like, I'm not too with the guys who are married. Like, no, that's not me. I have a lot of respect when it comes to married men because if I get married, I don't want nobody flirting with my husband because I know that comes back, okay? For the men, you know that too. Like, don't be flirting with the women that are married because that will come to you and bite you in the cuckoo. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, so then he sends me that email, and then his assistant was like, "Hey Denise, when are you gonna come pick up the gift?" or blah 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? I'll get it whenever. I was like, you know what? It's just there. I'll pick it up. He said, okay. Um, so then I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get an Apple Watch because God told me. And he did. Like, it's crazy because when I was eyeballing, like, well, no, he didn't tell me, but I felt he did. He did. He said, you know what, Denise, you're going to get an Apple Watch. And I was like, no. Because, sometimes we doubt, even though God has taken us through so many situations and he's helped you through them, it's completely normal to, you know, doubt, but I get so mad at myself because I'm like, there's no reason for me to doubt because God has delivered me every single time when I need his help. So, anyways, I already knew. I was like, you know what? Yeah, God's going to give me an Apple Watch, but there's still this little doubt. And of course, I go tell my sister, and because he FaceTimed me, he's like, you know what? The guy that was going to give me the gift, well, not the CEO, but his assistant, he was like, hey, Denise, I'm going to put it on your desk. And I see it, and it was long. And I mentioned this to my sister. I said, I think it, it's long. And she's like, well, it could be a necklace. And then I said, you know what? You're right. You know what? How can I even think it's an Apple Watch? You're right. It's a necklace. So that messed it up for me. So I was thinking like, no, it could either be a pen, a necklace, or whatever. So then there we go driving. I go pick it up, and my daughter's with me. So we go driving, and then I just felt it. I felt it in my spirit. God was telling me, "You're gonna get an Apple Watch." If I told you, don't be listening to your to your sister. And I'm like, okay, so I'm like nervous to the point where I left my keys in the car, but for some reason the car was able to open when we got back from getting the gift. And sure enough, my daughter grabs it out of my desk and she rips a little piece of it. She's like, Mom, it's an Apple Watch. And I could not hold it, guys. I started crying so bad because I was so thankful and I was so amazed that just by me eyeballing that I watched once, and I was like, yeah, that would be nice, it looks professional, whatever, it would be good, or God knew that I want, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna gift it to you. And he gave me an Apple Watch through, as a gift from the company. So it doesn't matter, God can do so many things that you can't even imagine. And I was just crying the whole way home. I was just thankful because you know what? It has nothing to do with the watch, it's the meaning behind it. Sometimes we think that it's like, oh my God, like, you know, you think that God's not watching when they're attacking you. And see, the thing is, this is what people don't understand when they come against you, is that um, you're really doing God's work. You know what I mean? Like you don't even care about any gossip. You're just focused that people literally get saved, that they get the same gifts that God gives you. See, when you're rolling with God and you have that relationship with him, you're no longer envious. You no longer covet other people's things. Like you're happy, literally happy with your life. Like it's like you're so content that you don't even care if so and so has more than you or they have a better car than you. That's out of the question. And you're, for once in your life, when you come to know God, you're just really content with your life. Like you're so happy. um yes, there's going to be times that you go through things, but that's part of walking with God. Don't think it's a nice walk in the park, or that your wings, like, oh yeah, I'm flying and nothing's touching me. I'm going to see angels. Like, no, guys, it's tough. It's like God puts you through these certain trials, but if you pass, man, the ending is amazing. So the thing is with Satan's path, like a lot of people that mess with the witchcraft and they go to these psychics, and they make all these rituals to obtain things too. Yes, Satan will give you what you want, but there's a price to pay at the end, and that's your soul. And depending on how big the thing that you're asking him to come to fruition, sometimes he asks you to sacrifice one of your loved ones, and I've I'll explain that later on. Comment down below if you want me to explain how that works. I will, but anyways, yeah, he'll give you that, but there's a price to pay. But with God, it's on it's never ending. You're gonna get your blessings here on top of that when you also pass away and go to heaven and meet him. So those are the benefits, guys. So anyways, I got that watch and I was just crying the whole time. I could not believe it. And even though it was around Christmas, I didn't even pick up that watch until February. And let me say something about that. God always surprises me around Valentine's Day. Every time and it's funny because he says, you know what, Denise, you don't have a Valentine's, but I'm your Valentine. And that just, I can't. Like, there are no words, guys, how God treats me. And to be honest with you, um, I've said this to him. I'm like, you know what, God, if you, when you find a husband for me, if you do, because if you want me to get married, I will. And if you don't, I'll be perfectly fine. Like, you could be my everything, you give me whatever I want. I told him if he can't give me what you give me, I don't want him at all. I rather stay single. And that's really true honesty. And so anyways, guys, he gave that to me around Valentine's Day, and he surprised me with my Apple Watch. And it's just so amazing because I didn't even know it could do all these little things like emails and messages. You could check everything, so it has worked out very well. So I just wanted to let you know how God surprised me with an Apple Watch. So when you're obedient and you do everything he says, you give your life, you know, he's going to give you what I mean, you're going to get so many blessings. Not only that, but uh, I don't know what else to say. I'm getting stuck here. Pretty much you don't have to worry about anything when it comes to him. And it's not just material things, you know, these are just little bonuses that he gives you, but you know, he'll do more in your life, more bigger things, like if you really need help with someone who's sick or, you know, things like that. But just wanted to give you the heads up on how, I mean, share this testimony with you on how I got my little gadget here. Okay, guys, so it's a short video. I hope I made my point across. So yeah, that was miracle number 1 of the year, and then miracle number 2 was the Chapman. And honestly, guys, I have a feeling that there's going to be another surprise. I feel like this is not it before the year ends. And I have another thing that happened to me actually today, but I'll just make another video of that where God blessed me. So there you go, guys. There you have it. And my favorite Bible verse that I stick through the corazón, it is, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Okay? Bye.